Yo, Havik Nation has arrived. Welcome to Pauze and Rewind, because that's just what we do here. Listen, NIGHTWISH, man. It's been a minute. Excited to get back to them on the channel. So now we back, man. This one's called The Poet and the Pendulum. This one came recommended. A lot of y'all actually emailed me about this one, saying, hey, I would appreciate it if you would do this one. This is kind of like one of your favorites, this and that, all of that. So here we are, man. The Poet and the Pendulum. Right off the bat, it's giving me Poe vibes. It's giving me Poe vibes. I mean, the title is damn near the same. So I'm excited to check this out. It's long. How long is this? 14 minutes, it looks like. So yeah, NIGHTWISH, The Poet and the Pendulum. Havik Nation. Let's go! Are those whispers part of it? Gosh, so beautiful. The songwriter's dead. Oh, there's the, okay. So this is super Poe vibes, right? Because we're not just talking about a pendulum swinging. We're not just talking about something representing up and downs, you know, or swaying from good to bad, which I use as like an analogy all the time. We're talking about the pendulum, the blade that came down swinging and cutting dude in half in Edgar Allan Poe's joint. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's where we at with that. Okay, we actually got a visual of it. Uh-oh. Like this light work. Oh, that's cool. Oh, they got the pendulum actually swinging back there. I need to hear that vocal again. That was beautiful, yeah. I like that. What I have become. Take me on. Get away, run away, fly away, lead me astray. To dream outside away, I can't cry, just a shoulder. Rise more, I can't die. I a heart full of cold world. Whoa. Rise, to dream outside away, I can't cry, just a shoulder. Rise more, I can't die. I can't cry because the shoulder cries more. And that makes me think of I can't cry because the shoulder cries more. That's like the weight, right? Like when you cry, you're overwhelmed, whether you're overwhelmed with happiness or you're overwhelmed with pain. Either way, the result is the same. You cry, right? So the shoulder's crying, being overwhelmed, possibly like with the weight of something like a burden, right? Something you're carrying that's heavy, the weight of the world on your shoulders, so to speak, right? So the shoulders cry more. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting from that. Y'all know I love when she goes wide like that, man, because those vocals really come out super nice, super crystal. You know what I mean? She was really giving it everything there. Okay. What is it, ocean waves or something now? I need this from the beginning of that. This is beautiful. I like how we switched to this like kind of tranquility. Maybe there's a peaceful, notion to kind of this part. I was wondering where we were going with the water and the waves, but she said under a waterfall, peaceful waterfall, blue waterfall, something like that, or turquoise water. So yeah, her operatic, like kind of soft vocal is so pretty, man. goodnight kiss for a child in time. Swinging blade for my lullaby. Again, lullaby references, childhood stories, childhood songs, all of that. Constant in the poetic nature of NIGHTWISH's lyrics, right? A child in time, so a goodnight kiss, like a goodnight kiss. In this case, we're talking like maybe a goodbye kiss, not just a good night kiss, right? A child in time, again, that Neverland type stuff, right? And then as a lullaby, the swinging blade, the pendulum. That's your lullaby. That's your counting sheep. Instead, this time, maybe you don't wake up like this is it. To be singing that like this is crazy because it's beautiful, but I guess there's a peaceful nature, maybe an acceptance of that. And maybe that's why it sounds like this. I don't know. That's crazy. There's like chapters to this story.
I'm afraid, so afraid, being raped again and again and again. I know I will die alone, but loved. You live long enough to hear the sound of guns, long enough to find yourself screaming every night, long enough to see your friends betray you. For years, I've been strapped onto this altar. Now I only have 3 minutes counting. I just wish the tide would catch me first and give me a death I always longed for.
Is that the poet talking? As a kid? Give me the death that I've always longed for? Gosh, I love these sounds. There's the pendulum again. Yes, my man! Hold up! I wasn't expecting you, sir!
Second rubber to the right of Christ, cut in half, then decide. The world will rejoice till death has the crowd. It's on the runabout.
I didn't hear that part, but hold up.
Second rubber to the right of Christ.
Second robber to the right of Christ. Judas? And that the boy was talking about your friends, or live long enough to see your friends betray you, or something like that when he was talking. So
Second rubber to the right of Christ, cut in half, then decide. While we're adjacent deep past the crowd, it's not the runabout web.
I ain't got that.
Everyone must bury their own. To break the berry, the heart of stone. Now he's in hell, serves him well. Saved by the bell, darling flies farewell.
Interesting. So I wonder what the perspective is there. He said, now he's in hell, serves him well. Interesting.
Saved by the bell, darling flies farewell.
Morning thunder upon his altar, the means of the dark passion play, performed by his friends without shame, spinning on his grave as they came.
See, spitting on his grave. So they ain't like this motherfucker.
The means of the dark passion play, performed by his friends without shame, spinning on his grave as they came. Get away, run away, fly away, lead me astray to dreamers. Hide away, I can't cry 'cause the shoulder cries more. I can't die, I am hard for the cold girl. Forgive me, I have the two faces, one for the world and one for God save me. I can't cry 'cause the shoulder.
Whoa. Okay. I didn't really understand that before. I have but two faces. I think, hold on, one for the world and one for God save me.
Forgive me, I have the two faces, one for the world and one for God save me.
One for the world and one for God save me. So I got one face for the world, what I present to everybody else. And then I have one for, oh my God, one for God. One for, okay, God, please help me. Please save me. I'm doing this for you. I'm out here faking it for these, but I'm doing, right? Kind of not being your true self all the time. Kind of what I got from that.
I have the two faces, one for the world and one for God save me. I cannot cry 'cause the shoulder cries more. I cannot die, I am hard for the cold world, hard for the cold world, hard for the cold.
Oh my gosh.
Today, in the year of our Lord 2005, Tuamus was called from the cares of the world. He stopped crying at the end of each beautiful day. The music he wrote had too long been without silence. He was found naked and dead, with a smile on his face, a pen, and 1,000 pages of erased text.
Wow, 1,000 pages of erased text. Wow. Wow, what a journey this is. Uh-oh, back to some tranquility. Oh! This right here. actually sounds like it's from the perspective of the mother who's losing. I mean, she said, "Be still, my son." Right? So, because we're not talking about, I feel like, yes, that's definitely like the perspective of the mom who lost her son, who is saying that blade will keep on descending. It will keep getting lower and lower, just like Pauze talk about the pendulum, cutting, getting closer and closer. That torture, that turmoil, that punishment, all of that. That pendulum will keep on descending. But all you need is my love. All you need to know is that I love you. Regardless, despite what have you, I love you. Wow.
Just to feel my love. Search for beauty, find the shore.
Oh my God.
Try to save them all, need no more.
This is so beautiful. Bleed no more. Try to bleed no more, right? You're dead, you're done, you're gone. Bleed no more. Don't worry about that part of it. Now just find your shore. Find your place, find your home. Because the whole time they were talking about running, trying to get away, trying to find the dreamer's hideaway, right? Stuff like that. Finding places to call home, places that you feel most safe. Now that the fight essentially is over, now that the hurt, the pain, I guess, is technically over, find your shore. Find that turquoise waterfall. Whoa. But listen, there's this sitting behind those vocals, right? And it just sounds so lovely. So lovely.
Try to save them all, need no more. You'll have such oceans with you.
I like that. You don't even really need to go find these shores, these oceans, because you have a lot of oceans within. Wow. Ah. The beginning. It started with the end. Maybe he found his shore. He found his ocean. Ah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Wow. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That might be my favorite song so far. That might be my favorite song so far. I just like the storytelling element of it. And maybe because the song was longer, it got the chance to really do that. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. So the song actually got to breathe. And there was like chapters. essentially, you know, acts, if you will, being able to tell that story from beginning, middle, climactic middle, where things are getting down to the nitty gritty, and then the death finally takes place, and then things of like finding peace and acceptance, and then people who didn't like you spitting on your grave, talking bad about you, almost celebrating the fact that you're gone. You know what I mean? Because whatever you did in your life, you were guilty of, or people thought you were guilty of, and this is just how they was coming at you. But you're still being surrounded by or leaving behind people that actually love and care for you. And really, those are the voices that you want to carry over, right? Those ones that are really still pulling for you. And then you jump into that peaceful ending where the mother is speaking and she's saying these things about you. And she's saying, look, just find your shore. You have oceans within. You have a beautiful heart, beautiful soul. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be much of a problem for you if you would just let all that other nonsense go, you know. That blade will keep on descending, but you can find your peace. And then it ended with the beginning. So I'm wondering, in what way are we starting over? Is that just a new life? Is it theoretically being kind of like reborn and becoming someone new, accepting that this is the new way of living and you're kind of leaving behind the old, essentially? I don't know. A lot of interpretations with this one. That was one of my favorite vocal performances from Floor so far. Again, I just love that soft tone. I just love that like piano or whatever that's back there, sitting beneath these operatic vocals. It just, everything sounded so lovely. So yeah, and again, the poetic nature of everything that is Nightwish is just kind of right up my alley. So I love it. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for recommending this. Thanks for reaching out, like personally, asking me to do this one. Nightwish always takes brain power because their songs can mean a bunch of different things, and I don't always know what's going on. But I try to interpret it as best as it's being translated in my brain. You know what I mean? So it's always a fun journey. Y'all leave some comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this song, what it means to you, and what I should be reacting to next, man. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Havik Nation, be easy.
Yeah, they sleeping on us, bed, we wake 'em up. Cut my day ones off cause they was faking love. Had to change the recipe, my cake ain't baking up. Yeah, they sleeping on us, bed, we wake 'em up. Tryna take what's in my pocket, that's a no, yeah. Tryna $1 beat dollar